Hey, how are you? This is Brando, and this time I will talk to you about the 7 natural wonders of the world. You know that the 7 wonders of the world are very popular, but you know they were created by mankind. On the other hand, there are also 7 natural wonders of the world, and they are the proof, if a proof is needed, that Mother Nature is as talented as an architect. Okay, I will start right now with the wonders here. The first one is the Grand Canyon. Is situated in Arizona, the U.S., and it's 277 miles long, and it's a truly it has a very, very inspiring sight. The canyon, up to a mile deep and some 18 miles wide at its broadest, was forged by the unstoppable course of the Colorado River. Scientists estimate that the river first carved out its past more than 17 million years ago, exposing a wealth of information on the geological history of the region as it cut through the land. You know, the Grand Canyon is a very, very beautiful place. A lot of people visit it during the year throughout the year in the United States, and it's just because it's such a beautiful thing to watch. I've never been there yet. I would like to go there and visit it. It looks super beautiful on pictures. Number 2 is the Paricutin. It's one of the lesser known entries on the list of natural wonders. Paricutin is just as impressive as many more well-known landmarks. This particular wonder is an example of a near-perfect cinder cone volcano located in Michoacán, Mexico. What sets this particular volcano apart from the many others around the world is that modern scientists were able to observe and document every stage of its lifespan, from creation to extinction, as it happened. Over the course of the 1940s and 1950s, visiting experts and residents of the region were able to witness the volcano growing from a fissure to a cornfield to a mountainous height of 1,391 feet. Eruption for 19 years. The volcano went quiet in 1952, never expected to erupt again. This is very impressive. A volcano that is located in Mexico. The next one is Aurora. Seen in both polar regions of the planet, these dazzling lights show it's aptly referred to the northern or southern lights. Unlike most of the entries of this list, you can view an aurora from many different locations around the world. The higher the latitude, the more likely you are to see them. These are just lights that are in the skies. They're mostly green and some other colors. And well, as it says here, you have to be either in the North Pole or the South Pole, okay, or in a place that is very, very high in latitude. These are very beautiful. Aurora. Next one, I have the Victoria Falls. As the Zambezi River crosses the border of Zambia and Zimbabwe, its waters descend 355 feet down the astonishing Victoria Falls. The waterfall was named in 1855 for the reigning English monarch, Queen Victoria, by Scottish explorer David Livingstone during his famous journey across Africa. The indigenous name Mosiwa tuna or the smoke that thunders is still used locally, and in 2013 the government of Zimbabwe announced plans to officially rename the falls as such. These are very beautiful falls in Africa. You know, Africa is a very beautiful continent. Not a lot of people know that because, well, they don't pay attention to what this beautiful continent has to show. Well. Next one is Harbor of Rio de Janeiro. Guanabara Bay is a 19-mile stretch of land just to the east of Rio de Janeiro, the second largest city in Brazil. More than 100 islands are situated around the bay, including the car-free Paquetá Island and Villegagnon Island, the site of the Brazilian Naval School. While the bay once broadcasted a vibrant and diverse ecosystem, recent decades have seen the perils of urbanization wreak havoc on this once beautiful environment. Thankfully, legislation put in place ahead of the 2016 Summer Olympic Games in Rio stipulates a requirement for the country's government to reinvigorate attempts to return the bay to its former glory. This is a very beautiful bay. You know, Brazil is a very beautiful country, and it has a natural wonder. It also has a man-made wonder, as it is the Christ the Redeemer. The next one is the Great Barrier Reef, made up of nearly 3,000 individual reefs and almost 1,000 islands over a span of 1,400 miles. To truly understand the sheer scale of the Great Barrier Reef, you need to see it to believe it. While the Great Wall of China is often mistakenly described as being visible from space, astronauts and satellites have managed to capture images of the Barrier Reef. This is a very beautiful reef situated in Australia, and well, it's very beautiful. And there are a lot of clownfish, just like Nemo. I don't know if you watched the movie, and it's the reef. It's the same. It's the same thing. It's located in Australia, and just as in Finding Nemo, this is like the representation. Well, I think it's the other way around. The movie is the representation of the actual thing. Mount Everest, last but certainly not least, is the world's highest point, known as Sagarmatha in Nepal, and this is very complicated to pronounce, Komolungna in Tibet. Mount Everest is one of the most iconic natural features of the globe. At 29,029 feet tall, it's ranked first amongst mountains for both elevation and prominence. The 5 entries below it on the list of the world's highest peaks all name Everest as their parent mountain. Okay. This is, as it says here, the highest mountain in the world. A lot of people have tried to get to the top. A lot of people had died trying, but well, it's a very beautiful place to visit. Even if you don't want to climb it, just to watch it is just wonderful. Okay. So these are the 7 natural wonders of the world. I hope you liked it. Thank you very much for paying attention, and see you next time.